Two South Florida locals are the hosts of a podcast by women, for women. Cycle Chats aims to educate, empower, and inspire the next generation. Joining me right now are the Cycle Halves, Emily and Stephanie. Welcome.
Thank you.
You two look awesome. I feel like I'm a blank canvas just ready to be tie-dyed.
We're ready.
Ready. Give it to me. I am ready to tie-dye that dress for you.
Yes, awesome. So before we get into your outfits and the shirts that we have right here, tell us a little bit more about how this podcast came about.
Yeah, so Stephanie and I were both educators who unfortunately lost our jobs when the pandemic hit. And about 6 months into the pandemic, we just really missed working together, being creative, teaching our students. And so Cycle Chats and this idea of educating this next generation and ourselves kind of came about. And it's been 2.5 years, and it's been the best journey of our lives.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and the topics that you two discuss, some of them are even a bit taboo, right?
Very much.
Yeah, well, and that was the thing is when we were educating the kids, they would also ask us questions, and so we thought, what's a really good resource to be able to point them in the right direction for especially these young women to learn about their bodies, learn about what's going on, mind, body, soul, things like that. So we aim to hopefully break that cycle and the stigmatism of those taboo topics and be able to have a good natural discussion about what naturally happens with us as women.
Definitely, and this podcast has grown so much over the past 2.5 years. What does that mean to you to see this community just embrace what you're discussing, what you're talking about?
I mean, I can speak for myself, I think, and Stephanie, right, is like, we are totally different people than we were 2.5 years ago. I feel so much more confident in who I am, what I stand for, who I am as a woman, and I know that we are also giving that to our listeners. Like, I have so much friends and family that listen, and they themselves feel just so much more empowered in themselves. And it's not just women, like we have a bunch of male listeners as well, because it really is focused on mental health and getting clarity between sexes and genders. And that's really important as well, because communication is key, really, in all relationships.
No, absolutely. Okay, and tell us quickly about your partnership with this nonprofit.
Yeah, so we have an amazing partnership with our nonprofit called Helping Women, period. So we are doing a fundraiser right now for them. Stephanie designed this amazing logo called Happy Period, because we should all be really proud menstruators of what we go through. So 75% of those proceeds when you buy one of those shirts go straight to that amazing nonprofit, and they're straight out of Michigan.
Amazing. Okay, and how can people help? How can people get their hands on these t-shirts?
Oh, that's a great question. I love to answer it. You can go to our website, which is www.cyclechats.com. Everything is there, all the resources. You can listen to our podcast there, find our YouTube channel, and just get to chat with us and kind of become a cycle half yourself.
Thank you both so much for joining us today on Six in the Mix. This is just so much fun.
Thank you so much.